Obviously, Coops isn't here tonight, but I'm sure he's here in spirit. Please send our love to him. He's not dead. He's not.
Yeah, I'm very, very proud in particular of the history of the club.
You got past you quick enough there. How far do you think we're out getting that third star on the badge? Have you got any tidbits that you can give us for maybe for players that you're looking at for next season? I have a family for local heroes. I've got the legend Any Reid with me. Andy, how are you looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. I think seeing some of the old faces, and I think us as still involved with the club now, I think it's really important that we show support for things like this. We're very, very proud of. I'm very, very proud in particular of the history of the club, and I think it's important that we embrace it. I know that the manager is as well, so to come and support the guys tonight, and also to hear the story being told, I think is really, really important.
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, Cooper from day one, he's wanted to embrace the history of his club, and obviously what we're here to witness tonight is part of that history. Did you know much about it before you joined as a youngster? And obviously you're part of it now, but how important was it to have that history when you joined?
Yeah, well, I think when you walk into the football club, it's just got a feel, it's got a sense of what's gone before, and I think it's and then that's testament to these guys and to to the ones that went before. So you want to be part of that. You want to leave your own stamp on it, and to do that, you have to embrace it. So we need to continue to tell the stories of what's happened, and we also need to continue to push and to try and make our own story as we go along.
How far do you think we're out getting that third star on the badge?
Quite a bit away at the moment. Listen, one step at a time.
Being humble.
One step at a time.
Thank you so much for your time.
Cheers.
I've got one of our heroes of the season, Alan Tate, with me. Alan, what was the biggest achievement that you managed this season? How was it for you?
Staying up.
Staying up.
Yeah, staying up's the biggest achievement. Obviously, coming to the Premier League for the first time in 23 years. I think if you'd asked anyone at the beginning of the season, it was to make sure that come 2023-24, we were a Premier League club again.
Yeah. We knew it was going to be difficult. Did you expect it to be as difficult, integrating all the players, getting the coaching team in place as it was this season?
Yeah, of course we did, because you know what's coming with that amount of new players, and not just new players but new personalities. But to be fair, we've had a great sort of 12 months with them where there hasn't been any sort of bad eggs in it, and they've all been really good lads who've knuckled down, worked hard, and as you can see, listen, the pitch tells you more than anything, and how much they work for each other. You can see how they celebrate together when they score. You can see how they celebrate after. I'm sure you've seen the stuff that's come out from the weekend. That's only not just been the weekend, just because we got safe. It's been sort of after every win that we've had at home. They've been really together.
Yeah. Okay, so bar the result at the last game, can you pick out one single moment from this season that you will never forget?
Probably the first game. West Ham at home, West Ham, because obviously getting up to the Premier League like we did, having the first game away from home, but then coming to the first Premier League game for the City Ground for 23 years, the atmosphere was just ridiculous. It was amazing, and it was one of them games where you knew that you probably weren't going to get beaten, you were going to go and win the game, just because everything was just set up and geared for us to go and win that first Premier League game back at the City Ground.
100%. And obviously Coops isn't here tonight, but I'm sure he's here in spirit. Please send our love to him.
He's not dead.
No. No.
He's not dead.
But, I mean, I'm sure that he understands what these local heroes did to put Forest on the map. How important is it that we remember the past and we learn from what we achieved back then?
Well, first of all, he knows how important it is, because to be fair, they've been down the training ground today, so they were down watching us train this morning. And it's something that we've embraced ever since coming to the club. I mean, 100%. I don't think it's a secret that it's not something that's sort of been talked about and stuff. You can see all John's here, Ian Story-Moore, guys, obviously Viv. They've all been down to the training ground, and like I said earlier, John Robertson's been down. Frank Clark's been down, John O'Hare. So we all know them. When we first come in, we all went for a drink with them and that, and got to know them, and it's just snowballed from there really. And the invite for them is always open down the training ground and into the manager's office after the game, which they do take up on.
Yeah, no, fantastic. We managed to interview the lads earlier, and they were absolutely brilliant. And they were so complimentary of what you guys have managed to achieve this season, because it was unprecedented what Cooper and his backroom team have had to do. Thank you for everything that you've achieved this season. Have you got any tidbits that you can give us for maybe for players that you're looking at for next season, or you're not going to be able to say anything at all?
No.
Short, sweet answer. Thank you very much for your time.
Top man.
Appreciate it. I've got the legendary Paul Harte with me. Harte, what an amazing season Forest have had. What was your highlight from what you've seen this summer?
Well, I only started watching him from January when I finished at Luton, but I've just enjoyed every single minute. I've been to quite a few games, and they've done remarkably well. And the manager deserves all the credit. It's been fantastic.
When you left Forest, did you ever expect us to get back into the Premier League?
Well, it's been an awfully long time, hasn't it? And the last time I was actually here at Nottingham Forest when Harry Bassett took us up, you know, and that was. I remember the joy that everybody had from that result. But this one has been unbelievable. The support has been outstanding. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Focusing back on today's Local Heroes preview, what are your memories from the guys who were involved in the movie today?
Generally, my memories are of them skinning me and seeing their shirt numbers.
Seeing the back of their shirt.
Apart from Anderson.
Sure, you'd love to say that.
Although he did do once or twice.
There he is, talk of a devil. He got past you quick enough then.
Quite right, but I got the thing then with Cluffy, right, where he wasn't sure about me. And, you know, the stories are well known now. When I met him in the car park and I said, can I have a word? He said, what do you want? I said, well, I'm doing all right in the reserves. But when you come into the reserve game and start shouting, Woodcock, get your foot on the ball, hold it up. I said, I'm bagging nails, that put me off. It puts me off. And he looked at me and he said, I thought it might motivate you. I said, no. He looked at me, said, we can't win them all, can you? Turned around and walked off.